Select a mantra that nurtures your heart and mind, repeating it with intention. Begin by settling into a position where the body feels supported and at ease, either seated or lying down, allowing the spine to be gently upright or fully at rest without strain. Let the shoulders soften, the hands relax, the jaw unclench, and the muscles around the eyes release. Gently close the eyes and allow attention to turn inward. Take a slow, unforced breath in through the nose and a smooth breath out through the mouth, signaling to the nervous system that this is a time for inner listening. There is nothing you need to fix or change. This practice is about allowing sound and intention to meet you exactly where you are. Bring awareness to the emotional tone of your inner state right now, not labeling it as good or bad, simply noticing. There may be openness, heaviness, neutrality, restlessness, or a quiet sense of ease. Whatever is present is welcome here. Emotional healing begins with permission. Allow the breath to continue in its natural rhythm, noticing how it gently moves through the chest and abdomen. As the breath flows, imagine it creating space around any emotional sensations, giving them room to exist without pressure. Now, gently introduce the idea of a healing mantra, a sound or phrase that carries supportive meaning and vibrational quality. This mantra may be traditional, such as Om Shanti, Om Mani Padme Hum, Lakasamasta Sakino Bhavantu, or a simple phrase like I am safe, I am held, or may I be at ease. Choose a mantra that feels nourishing rather than demanding, something that resonates softly with the heart. Once selected, allow yourself to repeat it silently at first, noticing how it feels to let these sounds move through awareness. There is no need to repeat it forcefully or perfectly. Allow the mantra to feel like a gentle offering rather than an instruction. Begin to pair the mantra with the breath. On each inhale, feel the intention of the mantra entering the body, touching the heart and chest. On each exhale, allow the sound to spread through the body, soothing and calming. The mantra becomes a vessel for emotional regulation, giving the mind a steady anchor and the heart a sense of support. As repetition continues, notice how the emotional landscape begins to shift subtly. This shift may be very gentle, not dramatic. There may be more space, a sense of warmth, or a quiet softening around areas that felt tight. Allow the mantra to continue at a pace that feels natural, neither rushed nor slowed. Trust that repetition itself is the medicine. Inspired by the wisdom of healing mantra traditions, understand that sound works beneath conscious thought, influencing emotional memory and nervous system response. You do not need to analyze why a mantra works. Simply allow it to resonate. If emotions arise more clearly as you repeat the mantra, allow them. Tears, warmth, or tenderness may emerge, or there may simply be a steady calm. All responses are valid. The mantra is not meant to suppress emotion, but to provide a stable container in which emotions can move and resolve safely. Continue repeating, feeling the rhythm of sound and breath working together. The vagus nerve responds to this gentle repetition, signaling safety and connection. The heart area may feel more expansive, the breath more fluid. If the mind wanders, gently return to the next repetition without judgment. Each return reinforces presence. As the mantra becomes familiar, it may begin to repeat itself with less conscious effort. This is a sign of deepening absorption. Allow the mantra to gently settle into the background, like a soft hum beneath awareness. Now imagine the mantra as a vibration radiating from the heart center, flowing outward through the chest, shoulders, arms, and hands, then downward through the abdomen, hips, legs, and feet. Each repetition carries reassurance to the entire body. Imagine emotional tension dissolving not through force, but through warmth and acceptance. Allow this imagery to remain light and natural. If it fades, continue with sound and breath alone. Healing continues whether imagery is present or not. Notice how the quality of your inner space feels now. Perhaps there is more steadiness, a sense of being accompanied rather than alone with emotion. This is the heart of mantra practice, replacing isolation with connection, fragmentation with coherence. Allow several more cycles of repetition, fully receiving the sound and its intention. Trust that even if the mind does not fully understand, the body and emotional system are listening. Now gradually allow the mantra to soften, becoming quieter with each repetition. You may choose to let it fade into a felt sense rather than an audible or mental sound. Notice how the emotional state remains supported even as the sound grows subtler. This shows that the nervous system has integrated the effect. Rest for a few moments in silence, sensing the aftereffects of the practice. There may be a gentle openness, a calm clarity, or simply a sense of neutrality. All are signs of integration. Take a slow breath and acknowledge the courage it takes to meet inner experience with kindness. This practice builds resilience not by avoiding emotion, but by transforming the way emotion is held. Begin to gently broaden awareness to include the body as a whole and the space around it, while keeping the heart soft. Remember that this mantra is now a resource you can return to at any time, especially during emotionally charged moments. Even a few repetitions can shift your internal state. When you feel ready, allow small movements to return, perhaps wiggling the fingers or toes. Open the eyes softly if they have been closed, maintaining a gentle connection to the heart. Carry this sense of inner balance with you, knowing that sound and intention are always available as tools for emotional healing, calm, and self-support. As you rest in this supported state, bring gentle awareness back to the heart space and notice how it feels to be met with kindness rather than effort. Sense how the mantra has softened the inner environment, creating a feeling of companionship within yourself. This sense of being accompanied is deeply regulating for the emotional body. Allow it to settle even more fully. Imagine that each cell in the body has heard the sound and registered the intention, responding in its own time. There is no rush for resolution. Healing unfolds gradually, layer by layer. If subtle emotions remain, notice how they are now held within a wider field of safety. The mantra does not erase feeling. It gives feeling somewhere to rest. Take a few more natural breaths, feeling the rise and fall of the chest and belly.